Good evening and welcome to Coca-Cola Sports Scene. Now I have here with me the newest member of the Coke Sports Scene team, Rafaela Kaure. Rafaela, welcome to Coca-Cola Sports Scene.
Thank you, Jeremy, for having me on the team.
Now I know that you are an athlete, or you were an athlete, and you've now taken up another sport. Can you just tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, I was in the track and field before. I used to run the 100s. I was a sprinter doing the 100 and 200 meters. This year I thought to switch codes back to taking up boxing.
And what has boxing been like for you?
It's been good, very intensive training this couple of months, and yeah.
Now I also do understand that you are the team captain for NCD going up to the PNG Games.
Yes.
Okay. Well, it was a big weekend in sport, and it was also a very interesting one.
Yes, a number of finals took place. We had the Steamships Trading Company Sevens also that was taking place during the weekend.
Yeah, for a number of years, Steamships has been organizing with its various divisions to host the events. They've had slow pitch softball, volleyball as well, and this time it was rugby sevens.
The Touch Rugby and both Corporate Touch and POM Industry Touch Association had their finals.
From touch rugby to volleyball, and there were some good matches over the weekend. Patriots and Raukele, you saw that game, didn't you?
Yes, I watched them play the under 20. But the good game came from the men's premier. The university took up Telecom.
Took on Telecom, yeah. That was a good game to watch as well. And finally to bodybuilding, and the PNG bodybuilders convincingly strutted their stuff in front of their competitors from other parts of the world and collected the spoils in their respective categories.
It was a clean sweep in the under 70 division for the PNG boys. Mark Donner from Jiwaka bagged the gold, and Issa Finch and Lucas Wingmin from Port Moresby both collected silver and bronze respectively.
Coming up, golf and the Salvation Army's Red Shield Appeal charity golf event.
Welcome back. For the number of years now, and Salvation Army has been raised in funds for the Red Shield Appeal.
Yes, I had a very interesting chat with Trevin Clough, a member of the board of directors, and he had a lot to say.
Well, I just spoke to Megan Toreka, and I think there's 35 teams out there today from all corporate bodies. It's been really, really well received, and the weather is ideal.
Teeing off earlier in the day, corporate teams were pitted against each other in the 18-hole event. While not an actual competitive event, good golf was on display. Trevin Clough, a member of the board of directors, was happy with the support of the sponsors.
And the companies supporting, be it Steamships, of course. I've got to mention also Brian Bell and Company, and the volunteers, all around the course. It's one of the most important fundraising days of the year because there is so much that needs to be done. And just recently, where you have a Red Shield Appeal Committee here in Port Moresby, it's also being voiced that the Salvation Army will also be extending that to lay and putting in a Red Shield appeal there.
Chief Secretary Colonel Miriam Glewis was also happy with the contributions and assistance given.
And I want to say today, friends, that that's your legacy today. That's your legacy today. And in all you've done, in all you've given, you leave a legacy. Some of you will never feed a homeless person. Some of you may never even go to the settlements or help someone there. Some of you will not find jobs for HIV/AIDS orphans. But the legacy that a day like this brings is that because you give, because you play, because you are incredibly generous, we can do that. And I want to say a massive thank you to each and every single one of you, because that's what you've done today. And we promise as the Salvation Army that we'll give our very best to the people of this nation. But thank you.
The final amount raised an impressive 120,000 kina.
Look, we're very thankful to all the corporate bodies who've come together to support a worthy cause. And the Salvation Army, as you know, and are the first on the ground, be it a problem. And their officers and command are very, very dedicated people. So, yeah.
After the break, lawn bowls with Team Central and NCDC combined event.
Welcome back. Team Central and Team NCD bowling teams took part in a combined fundraising effort in preparation for the PNG Games.
Noreen Moide spoke to us.
We actually play in mixed triples. Yes, so all green fees goes towards the fees or other expenses that for their travel in November.
How much fees were actually paid?
20 kina per player, yes.
So how many teams are here?
16 teams.
16
teams.
So 3 players each, so that would be around 960
Yes.
kina raised.
Yeah.
Now, the concept of lawn bowling,
Yeah.
for those people that don't understand it.
Okay, well, the whole idea is you have to get closer to the white ball. We call it a kitty or a jack. So the more closer you get to, you pick up a point by then. But otherwise, there's other bowlers that are here, senior bowlers, that we always here to coach or teach them how to deliver the balls, how to stand on the net.
Good. When you start off from one side and go to the other, that is called an end.
Yes, it is.
How many
yeah.
ends are being played?
15 ends. We're playing 15 ends right now, yeah.
How are points tallied after each end?
Yes, after each end. Yep.
So you say that for the 3 bowlers on one side,
Yes.
as long as they get 3 of their balls each,
Yes.
closest to the kitty.
Closest to the kitty to pick up points. Yeah, the more balls closer, the more points you pick up.
Now, players that have been allocated here, is there a male division, female, or is just all straight out mixed?
All straight out mix.
Have the teams been named in any way?
No, we just put up the names. We put in the teams up by the skips. Yeah, but otherwise there's no names to each teams.
Now, in preparation for the PNG Games, which is in November,
Yep.
how many players?
For
Do you think
team NCD and Team Central, okay. Most likely it's going to be 5 girls, 5 boys. each for Team NCD and Team Central.
So will that be like two singles and a triple, or?
Okay, when they go up, they'll play as a team, fours. Girls play fours, boys play fours, triples, both genders, pairs, and also singles.
Currently, what is Team NCD's record in the PNG games in long
The last PNG games was here in 2009, and Team NCD won gold.
Hoping that they'll do the same again in
Yes,
November?
yep. And we're putting up the best teams to go up there to play against other provinces.
And shifting away from the team and coming towards you, how long have you been taking part in the sport?
5 years.
What was one of the things that got you interested?
We use a lot of tactics in bowling, skills, a lot of thinking, and the environment around here, friends, members, that got me here.
It makes it very easy.
Yes.
You also
Yeah.
enjoy
Yes.
being a long bowler?
Yep.
Now, a lot of people have said that the sport is for the older,
Yes.
but we have noticed there are some very, very young
Young
players here
people,
today.
yes. Yes. A lot of people have been saying that, but say a couple of years backward, after these PNG games, games have been introduced, we're bringing in interest of very young bowlers to come and join. As young as 9, like right now we have a very young bowler playing. His name is Eddie Kiso. He's playing right now. He's the youngest player at the moment.
Is there a set age for when you can start playing?
Yes, at 12 years.
12
years,
But
yes.
even though he's 9,
That's fine. That's part of his training. In a club level game, that's fine.
how difficult is it to actually win a match?
How difficult it is to win? Okay, you have to put all your effort in. Yep. Like if the opponents are like maybe holding more than 3-4 points or balls on the head, you have to try to get in there to cut them down, or you pick up a point. Yeah.
Noreen Mori, thank you very much for it.
Thank you.
Coming up, Rugby League with PRL ending the final rounds, and the Doggies take on the Bunnies in the NRL.
The Port Moresby Rugby League competition ended the last games before the finals.
Yes, the Royals went head-to-head with Tarangau in front of a good crowd yesterday afternoon. Under ideal weather, Port Moresby Rugby League took to the field for the main match between the Black Swan International Royals and Hekari Tarangau. Tarangau's in maroon, captained by fullback Junior Mark, rose to the occasion as the match unfolded. The resilient Royals outfit looked promising despite sitting below the top 5. They meant business as they found gaps to score, but the boys from Bomana ran rings around them and kept them away from the in-goal area. Tarangau's outside centre, Super George, opened the scoreboard to have them take the lead. The pressure kept mounting on Royals as they tried every attempt to go past the Tarangau's defence, but the scoreline remained the same to half-time. In the second half, a revamped Royals bounced back with a fitting 6 points and extended with their second try. But Tarangaus were too good as they continued their dominance with a commanding 14 points. In other results, South thrashed Myra Eagles 28-0, Hohola Flies remain undefeated after beating Hawks 24-12, Connie Storms drew with Magani 8-0, Paga Panthers edged out Defence 34-8, and Butterflies flew out winners over the Hawks 24-12, ending the final round of the competition. From the PRL to the NRL, and Rafaela, you're a Canterbury fan.
Yes, a big fan of the Canterbury, and I just can't wait for the Dogs to win this time in the finals.
Well, considering that the Rabbitohs had a big win against Sydney on Friday, who do you think is going to win that game in the grand final?
Well, I know this is going to be a tough match between these two teams. Yeah.
Well, thanks for that.
Roosters superimposed there on
The Sydney City Roosters were looking to end Anthony Minicello's career on a high, and it was a Souths team hoping to get the premiership after 43 years who stood in their way. Roosters were first in.
And Pearson's through. He's cut through. He's got the fullback to beat. He beats him. And Mitchell Pearce, he scores a solo try.
Taking a 12-0 lead before the Bunnies fought back.
David out to Luke. Luke on to Walker. Walker on to Takiri. I don't know.
The Roosters tried, but Souths had been in a commanding role since kickoff and were not about to let off, eventually winning the encounter by a 10-point margin.
Johnston has put it down for a try.
Barrack Chamber all week. He'll be given every chance to prove his fitness, but he's not coming back from a broken foot, so they'll be...
James Seguiaro wasn't able to inspire his Panthers side in a desperate 18-12 loss to Canterbury. The Bulldogs were relentless from the get-go, with James Graham outstanding for his team. The finals will see both the Bunnies and the Bulldogs face off in what is set to be a match of epic proportions. Now you can find us on Facebook and go on to MTV Online for more updates. You can keep in touch with us at sports@mtv.com.pg. Rafaela, thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Jeremy.
And that's it from us here at Coca-Cola Sports Team. You have a great week. Good night.